My ex dumped me a week before our wedding to be with her ex, but she didn't know I bought her dream house as wedding present. Now she's realizing the price of her betrayal. 10 years ago, my fiancée left me a few weeks before our wedding. We grew up in a small town but weren't friends because she was popular and I wasn't. We only ended up meeting years later when my dad got sick and I was taking him to his chemo appointments. She was a worker at that hospital. I asked her out weeks later and our relationship went great. A year into dating, 2 years later I proposed. We began looking for a house, but she said she always wanted to live in her grandparents' house on the lake near our town. Her family was forced to sell it when her grandparents died because of an inheritance dispute. 6 months before our wedding, the couple who bought her grandparents' lake house had grown tired of our snowy winters. It took some work and nearly all of my savings, but I was able to buy her dream house. It was going to be my surprise wedding present, so I didn't dare tell her or anyone in her family my plans. A month before our wedding, she and her friends went to Miami for her bachelorette party, where they met her high ex-boyfriend by chance. When she got back, she broke down and confessed she was afraid to get married and wanted to call it off. I asked her why. She said she reconnected with her ex-boyfriend and she realized she was still in love with him, and she would regret marrying me. I wasn't going to be anyone's second choice, so I broke up with her. She later moved to Florida and eventually married her high school boyfriend, but she still had no idea I had the lake house. After a few years of renovating it, I could finally live there. Luckily, it was done right in time for the 4th of July, so I had a housewarming party the day of. My sister-in-law ended up posting a bunch of pictures of the party across all her social media, and it somehow reached my ex. She called me up a week later. This was the first time in 9 years she had talked with me, and it wasn't pleasant in the slightest. She called me an a-hole for keeping this from her. I told her it was supposed to be her wedding present. She went quiet but then offered to buy the house. I refused and she wasn't happy. She said, "Oh, I know what this is about. When can I move in?" I asked her what she was talking about. She confidently said, "I know this is just your way of telling me that you are still in love with me. I am just making it easier for you. No need for the chase." I was in absolute shock. I asked her where she got the audacity from. Was it when she cheated on me? Was it when she left me for another man? Or was it when she married that man? She scoffed and told me the past was in the past and she was willing to make amends. I asked what about her husband. She said, "I cheated on him before. What's a second time?" Wow. I told her I was so happy she had called off the wedding because I didn't want to be tied down to her. She was never going to be satisfied with anything or anyone, and living with her would eventually make me just as miserable as her. She told me there was no need to be cruel. She was going to start packing her bags right away. I told her, "We currently don't need a housekeeper, but I'll save your number just in case," and hung up.